This conference will now be recorded.
So the last concept in Python is regular expressions. With the help of your regular expressions, also you can able to complete most of the program uh, with the minimum number of lines. For an example, I want to extract a piece of information in a lengthy statement. Then I can go with regular expression. I want to fetch middle name from the entire full name. I can go with the regular expression. For an you can see here regular expression in Python. There are two information like my full name and my date of birth are combined together in a single column. Now I want to fetch only date of birth, not the full name. Then I can able to split with the help of regular expression. What am I to my system? Showing a blank color.
Blank.
Yeah, for me also. No, it's fine. I hope you can able to see now. Are you able to see?
Yes, Samar.
Okay, great. So regular expressions are used for extracting a required data from the given data or a string. So you have a string, it can be a piece of a lengthy statement, and you want to extract a certain portion. It can be starting position or middle position or ending position. Then you can go with regular expression to perform data validation. So you want to validate whether the date of birth is given in the form of dd mm or within dd, between dd and there is a hyphen or slash. You want to do some kind of performance validation performance, then you can go with regular expression. Or to develop a URL pattern in the web application, then you can go for regular expression. So these are three reasons why generally we go with regular expression. Now I have some example: employee ID, employee name, and salary. So my first one is ID, name, and salary. When I come to my second record, name, employee sorry, name, employee ID, and salary. And when I come to third record, salary, name, and employee. Name, employee, salary, employee name, and employee ID. Excuse me. Now, if you see these three records are not in the same passion. All are jumbled. Now, I want to fetch the employee name. Can I able to do that? Earlier in starting classes, I used to use the split option, split by comma. But right now, I cannot able to split by comma. If I split by comma also, I cannot fetch the name of the person, employee. This kind of scenario, I can go with regular expression instead of using split. Are getting my point? There are in earlier class also I used to use the same thing, but that time the data is in order. So in first column employee name only, in second column only employee ID, third column I have only salary. So I can split, I can pick up the based on the index. But right now I cannot follow the index. The reason is data is in jumbled. My first record has a different combination and different index. Second one different index, and third one different index. Assume that this is nothing but txt file or manually entered by some user. Now I need to fetch only the employee names or only employee IDs. So this scenario I can go with regular expression. Here I want to extract only the name and print them. So read each line from the file using a file handling. So you have to read each and every line. Then so the line will be divided into multiple words. So each line, whatever you have it, it will be nothing but multiple words. And the second location, name is available. I can't apply a split function. As I told you earlier, I cannot apply split function separated by comma. The reason is, as I explained you. So this scenario, I go with regular expression. So example, whenever we give a request for web applications, it searches for the URL pattern. So when you go to Google and search for something, it will give thousands of pages with the same word. For example, I want search for Amar in Google. So with the name Amar, there might be website, there may be a person, there may be a product. So I want to search the closest ones. So those scenario, I can go with the regular expression. If URL patterns, if 1000 web pages, that means 1000 URL patterns are required. So it takes a lot of time for searching. So we use regular expression. For 1000 web pages, only 100 URLs are enough. For 100 web pages, only one URL is good enough. So use regular expression to take less time of for searching purpose. So either you can able to use it for your extracting the data, or whether use it for your web development or web URL purpose. So there are three reasons we are using, as I explained you. These are just a couple of examples. In regular expression, we use some special characters to define the pattern. So I know my first line followed is a numeric employee ID, my comma employee name is a string, and comma employee salary is going to be numeric. It can be float or numeric integer. So I know the type, data type. So to identify the data type, we are going to use a special characters in a regular expression, which I'm going to discuss now in today's class. After defining the pattern, we can extract the pattern matching data from the given data by using a predefined functions of regular expressions. So similar like your print function or log function or math function, in a regular expression there are multiple functions to complete your assignment. So those with the help of those functions, we can able to fetch the data. And a regular expression is an inbuilt model in a Python. The following are some special characters used to define the patterns. For a star, example star. So if I give a star, it matches with a 0 or more occurrence of preceding character. So example AB star C. So AB star C means preceding can be any number of characters or 0 characters. It will be accepted. So here the preceding character is a B. So B is the preceding character between A and C. So the above RE matches with the following. So with 0 or more. 0 or more means if there is no character, or if there is a character, it will be allowed. So between A and C, there can be any number of characters, 0 to many. So AC, ABC, ABBC, ABBBC, A, multiple B's and C. So any one of these things will be valid if you use star. Are getting my point? This is one of the function um, regular expression star. And next here you can see hello world. Hello is in bracket star world. Here the preceding character is a B. So I just copied and pasted. Preceding character is a hello. Just it's a type of mistake. I just copied and pasted. So it's supposed to be hello. It's not a O, it is a hello because it's in a bracket. So hello. So before star, either you can have empty, or it can have hello, or it can have multiple hellos. So world will be allowed, hello world will be allowed, hello world will be allowed. But if instead of hello, if you have something else, it will not be allowed. Are getting my point? Why we are using star? Giri and Amni, how to use I not explained you. I'll explain you in coming classes, in today's class only.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
I just mentioned what is the purpose of star. The preceding can be 0 or many characters can be have, but 0 or many means it is an optional. Either you are accepting preceding as hello, or you will say that you are giving a leverage that it can have one or many. But your requirement is something I don't want to accept 0. I want to accept at least one or more occurrence. Then go with plus sign. AB plus C. AB plus C means I'm not. There should be at least one B. If there is no B, then I will not accept that string for my requirement purpose, or I'm not going to be extract that. So minimum one B has to be there, and multiple B's is an optional. So ABC, ABBC, ABBBC, and AC will not be valid because at least one B should supposed to be there as a preceding word or a preceding letter. Are getting? Yamini and
So,
Giri?
somewhat.
I'm just telling the the functions, the regular expression functionalities. But once you see the examples, you'll get more idea why we are using this. I'm just giving the functionality, how the plus sign works, how the asterisk works. And similarly, question mark. It matches with a 0 or one occurrence of the preceding character. The previous one is many occurrence, but question mark will occurrence only either 0 or one occurrence. So here it matches the following: AC, ABC, but ABBC onwards it will not be invalid. So 0 will be accept and one occurrence will be accept, question mark. For example, PEA question mark RL. So matches with PERL or PEARL, but it will not accept anything else. So color COLOUR or COLOR. So both will be accepted. It dot. It matches with any single character. A dot C. So A dot C means between I can have anything AGC, A5C. It can be alphanumeric, anything, special characters, A space C, ADC. So dot means any single character between A and C. Only one character. It can be alphanumeric or special character. Then square bracket. It matches with any single character in a given list. So in the example for dot, I don't have any leverage or restriction. Only these names has to be decided, or these letters has to be considered. In a dot option, the system has a leverage. It can take either an alphanumeric or special characters. But I want to restrict the letters. Then I can go with square bracket. For example, example B in square bracket AEIOU. So only vowels is maintained and D. So system is going to take a restriction. Instead of going for all alphanumerical and special character, it will search only for BAD, BED, BID, BOU, and BUD. And other things what you mentioned here, B9D, B/D, special character D, are invalid. Are getting my point? Square bracket and dot difference.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, in a square bracket, within the square bracket, if you maintain a prefix as a cap, which I am showing right now, special character, it matches with any single character other than this given list. I don't want to take vowels for validation. Apart from vowels, everything to be considered. Those scenario you can see here, vowels will not be considered. AEIOU, invalid, and B8D is a valid, and B*D is a valid, but vowels are not valid. Similarly, there is another concept in square bracket hyphen. It matches only any single character in the given range. So previously one letter, but I want to take the range. I want to see the letters from P to Z, but not before P, nothing but A to P. I don't want to be considered. Those scenario, you can take a range. Or I want to find out the middle letter supposed to be between 1 to 9, numerical data. Then you can use hyphen. So X in square bracket A to E and Y. So system is going to be considered the letters from A to E. So XAY, XBY, XCY, XDY, XEY, but XFY. Up to E it is there, so F is going to be invalid. So the range system is going to be take it. And please ensure capital letters and small letters are different. If you give small letters, system consider only small letters. If you give capital letters, system consider capital letters. So it matches any single character in the given range, I just mentioned as right now. And not only the letters, you can take any one of this one. So 0 to 9, any single digit, A to Z, any lower alphabet. Capital A to Z, any uppercase alphabet. And A to Z, small letter, and A to Z, capital letters. Any one alphabet. So if you give the instructions like this within the flower brackets, system will be consider any letter, either capital or small. If you give small letters and capital letters, and if you give like this A to Z, and O to 9, any alphabetical and also underscore. I just give an underscore, so underscore also will be considered for regular expression for extracting data. Are you getting my point? And cap 0 to 9. So apart from 0 to 9, any other letter, it can be a special character, it can be non-digit number, anything, maybe alphabetical. And capital cap small A to Z. That means apart from any apart from lowercase alphabetical, anything will be accepted, considered. Cap A to Z, small capital A to Z, and 0 to 9 underscore. Apart from underscore, apart from 0 to 9 integer digits, and apart from uppercase or lowercase, any other characters or any other letters, those are nothing but special characters. So if you give like this instruction, system will be considered only special characters. Now pipe. In bracket pipe. In bracket pipe is nothing but matches any one of the string in the list. So I have one string example, Amarnath, pipe, Paritala, pipe, Venkat. So if any one of this one is matches, that is belongs to my employee ID for such option. So pipe is going to be OR condition. In bracket M, it matches the exact occurrence of the preceding character. So M is nothing but number of occurrence. So example AB in flower bracket 3 and C. So the preceding B supposed to be occurrence at least 3 times. Then only it will be valid. It will not be took if it's a 2 or if it's a 4. So ABBC, so it's a valid. ABBC, 2 times B is occurrence, so it's invalid. B is occurred more than 3 times, so it is also invalid. Exactly 3 times it's going to be take occurrence. Are you getting my point? How it's working? Now cap. Sorry?
What
you
you are saying, we're getting. No.
Okay. Starting of the line. So if you're maintaining starting of the line, it is going to be like this. Starting of the line or condition we are going to use. So or condition, when you want to use it, you can use or condition. Not prefix of the letter, it's or condition. Or dollar, end of the line, you're going to take it. And /d is the alternative for your range, but it's for single digit. So /d or you can give in this fashion. In the list 0 to 9, any single digit it will be considered, representing 4-digit number. So if I want to represent 4-digit number, generally the 4-digit number is nothing but 1 2 3 4 or 4 3 2 1 or 1 1 1 1 or nothing but 4 different positions, 4 numbers are there. So 0 to 9, 0 to 9, 0 to 9, 0 to 9. So any number in the first position, any number in the second position, any number in the third position, any number in the fourth position. So 0 to 9, 0 to 9, 0 to 9, 0 to 9 I have to give. But instead of this, I can represent in another way, 0 to 9 in flower bracket 4 times occurrence. In flower bracket 4. This is one method I can give. Or /d/d/d/d/d. That way also I can give. Or slash d in flower bracket 4. Preceding character occurrence of 4 times. So this is the pattern also I can give. So the representation is same. Either you can give 4 times, or you can give flower bracket 4, or slash d 4 times, or slash d in flower bracket 4. So the representation for the meaning for the concept is same. 4-digit number 1 2 3 4. How you are representing to extract the data. In your statement, if you have four numbers, how to extract means the 4 representation you can give like this. Slash d, capital D. It's not a small d, it's a capital D, or not a digit. That means numeric. No, not a digit number, nothing but alphanumeric. Any alphabetical or any single non-digit numbers if you want to be pick up, cap 0 to 9 or slash small w. Nothing. If you use slash w, then you can use slash d means it's going to be for digit. Capital D is nothing but non-digit number. Small w means any non-alphanumeric and underscore also. Capital W means any non-alphanumeric or special characters. And slashes means for a space, tab, or a new line. So for that you can use some special characters here. You can use like this, or you can use directly a short key like a slash d. How you're using Control C and Control V like shortcut keys. Similarly, you can use this slash d slash capital D slash small w and capital small w, capital W and small s. Similarly, small t slash t slash n. So for example, I want to fetch some information from here. John 15, March 15, and April 16. So I have some dates. Each date is fetched from different lines in an Excel sheet. Here, John, March, April are the strings, nothing but non-numeric. And 15, 05, 16 are nothing but numerics. Are agreeing with that? John, March, and April. John is in 3-digit letter abbreviation. March is a full, and April also full. But 15, 05, 16 are a digit numbers. Are accepting that? And those are two, not more than 2 or less than 2. Are getting my point?
Yes, Amma.
So how we are going to be represent this one? In the sense, to fetch the data, before numeric there is a space. First thing is, when they are giving a lengthy statement, try to understand how the statement has been written. So between January and a digit, there is a space, and between March and a letter digit, you have a space. Between April and digit date, there is a space. So first you need to understand is there is a space between your digit and a month. Nothing but date and month. There is a space. So first observation what I have is space. Nothing but space. How you are identifying? With two brackets. And Jan, March, or April is nothing but non-numerical data. So non-numerical data, how can I maintain? In a square bracket, it can be a small letter or a capital letter. The month can be a small letter or a capital letter. So small A to Z and capital A to Z. So any letter, it can be a small letter or capital letter, and the asterisk are given. That means multiple characters can be occurrence. So means 0 or more occurrence. So one letter can and followed by multiple occurrence. But I don't want 0 occurrence. If you don't want occurrence 0, then use plus sign. Instead of star, you can use plus sign. So small a minus A to Z and capital A to Z in bracket plus sign I'm using. So one or more occurrence, and there is a space between date and month. So I use the bracket or the quotations, and the next two letters are nothing but digits. The date has 2 digits, so 0 to 9 and 0 to 9. Now I want to fetch. So this is the way you can represent your letter. Date and month. Are you getting my point? How to represent your date and month. Or any questions, Amini?
No, Amar.
So this one I can write like this also, /d in bracket 2. So if someone writes like this, someone writes like that, it's not meaning one is right, one is wrong. Both are accepted. Now let's try to see the examples by using the 10 or 15 what rather regular expressions what we learned. Regular expression modules define many functions as we discussed. Regular expression functions. The RE module offers set of functions that allow us to search for string for a match. So function find all, search, sub, and match. Find all is nothing but returns a list of containing all matches. So it is going to be written a list containing all the matches. Search is nothing but return a matched object if there is a match anywhere in the string. Sub is replace the one of the substitute. Sub is nothing but substitute. Replace one or many matches with a string. Match is nothing but for matching functions. Example: find all. How the find all works. So I have a someone. Yeah, thank you, Giri. I have a square bracket, a set of characters. I have it. So A to M. So import RE. How we are going to use regular expression Python means first you need to import the package. So import RE. The package will be installed. str. What I'm doing is I need to have a lengthy statement. So what I'm doing is Python supports dynamic data types. That is one lengthy statement. I have it. Now this statement, instead of writing multiple times in my entire program, I just stored this statement in a new variable called str. So whenever I call str, it's nothing but the entire statement what I have. Python supports dynamic data types. You can write any lengthy statement as per your requirement. Now in this statement, I want to find out the lowercase. How many lowercase I have? Find all lowercase characters between a to a and m, or nothing but a to m. I was in sleepy mood, so I just typed a and m. So between a to m, how many lower case words letters I have, I want to be extracted. Now it is nothing but I want to find out all lowercase statements between a to m. So I use find all option. So x is nothing but where I'm going to store my list, equal to re. Re is nothing but regular expression package. Whenever you are creating your own class, we are going to, and within the class, when you're writing any method or any statements, we are trying to prefix with class name. So similarly, re dot find all. Find all is a function. This function or this method, I'm going to prefix with class name in bracket. I want to find out between a to m, and that too is lower letters. So in square bracket, a to m, small letters, comma, from which statement. Instead of writing entire statement from Python suppose dynamic data types, I'm using wherever I stored it, str. So what this functionality will do is system is going to be find out the letters between a to m, small letters in the range of a to m from the str statement as a list. It will be stored in x. So when you say print x, you can see all the letters in blue color, which I'm showing here. This one. Are you getting my point? So the statement, the syntax, how you need to write means in a square bracket, a to m, comma str. Any questions on this? How to write? You can see only the lower letters between a to m. Okay. And it's a /d, nothing but one digit number. /d. So import RE, find all digital characters from the below string. So Amar scored 93 marks in today's exam out of 100 marks. Now Amar scored 93 marks in today's exam out of 100 marks. Here 9, 3, 1, 0, 0. These are the digital characters, and rest of things are string characters. So re dot find all. I want to find out all the digital characters. So re dot find all in bracket double quotation or single quotation /d. /d is nothing but single digit number I want to find out, comma str, where I stored my enter statement, and I'm storing the list into X. So print X. You're getting my first statement as like this. This one. Single letter you'll get, but I don't want single letter. I want to display two digital numbers. So occurrence of 2. So occurrence of 2 means is nothing but flower bracket 2 next to your /d. So two digital numbers has to be displayed together. So 93 and 10. Now you want to occurrence of 3, exactly 3. So only one digital number you have it, 100, but you don't have any other number. I hope you are getting now how to extract the data. Are getting
Yes,
or not?
Yes, yes.
So
Yes.
I want to see out of 1 million records starting with Apple or starting with Amar or starting with Hello, something. So when you want to see starting with, you can use cap. When you want to see ending $, that is a symbol. So import RE, and I'm storing a statement in str hello world. Now I want to check whether the statement started with hello or not. So RE find all the statements I want to find out, record by record, find in bracket single or double quotation. Starting means cap hello, comma str. Str is nothing but where I stored all my Excel sheets, Excel sheet records. So str. So the system is going to return as a list and store it in X. So print X, type of X, and ID of X. Just for information purpose. Now you can see hello is there, and class is a list, and ID is so and so. Now I want to see, instead of seeing hello, I want to see whether when you're comparing yourself like a validation purpose, my first record is a true, second record is a false. It's not started with hello, and my third record in Excel is started with hello. So make it as a true. If you want to maintain like a true or false validation purpose, like a VLOOKUP or something when you're doing those scenario, you can use for loop if else statement here. If of X, the list whatever you have it in the first record is a true. If X is not ever true, print yes, the string is starts with hello. Else print no match. So when the system is going to find out the list, and it is going to display yes or no, like yes or no, and it is going to be displayed to you in a return statement. Similarly, dollar is nothing but whether the particular comments given by the user is ending with so and so or not, so and so letter or not. If you want to see, then you can use a dollar. So import RE str hello world, check whether the string ends with world or not, and ensure that it's not starts with capital W. Capital W and small w are different. So when you are writing, ensure that the same letter. In case if the user write capital W, then it will not be considered.
But we are not able to hear it.
I think we lost Amar. Giri, are you able to hear?
I think we lost Amar. I think I dropped a message.
Okay.
Maybe we'll continue tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, he sent message. He lost the power.
Oh, he lost the power. Okay.
He told
We
let's
can
continue
continue
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Okay then.
Okay. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.